breaking news. Big report coming out of Memphis today. There's for those of you that don't know, the Memphis police, a suspect was, I don't even really know why he was pulled over, but he was pulled over, and while in police custody, he perished while they were trying to detain him. It looks like this whole thing is going to just be a big, I don't know. It's just gonna be it's messed up. So let's get through this and let's go through some things and we'll talk about it and see what y'all think. Um, Mulroy talks MPD indictments, says Nichols video will be released Friday. So Mulroy is the district attorney in Memphis. We know his name from when we were following the Eliza Fletcher case. We were following the day she was recovered. That one still gets me. But anyway, this is the latest with the Tyre Nichols. 5 officers in the Tyre Nichols case have been indicted on 7 charges, including second-degree murder. Shelby County District Attorney General Steve Mulroy said during a Thursday, January 26th afternoon press conference on Poplar. Mulroy said the city of Memphis will release the video of the incident between Nichols and police officers after 6 p.m. on Friday the 27th. And he expects a statement from the city Thursday afternoon. Why would they do that, man? Jeez. The officers who were booked into Shelby County Jail Thursday morning and indicted Thursday. All 5 were charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, 2 aggravated kidnapping charges, 2 official misconduct charges, and official oppression. While each of the 5 individuals played a different role in the incident in question, the actions of all of them resulted in the death of Tyre Nichols, and they are all responsible, Mulroy said. Mulroy addressed the speed with which the indictments were returned. We did work quickly to expedite this investigation because of the extraordinary nature of this case, Mulroy said. We worked swiftly, but also fairly, but also in a way calculated to ensure we have a strong case. Mulroy asked for continued patience as he and his office vigorously seek justice. Mulroy said that today's charges do not preclude further charges later on. He also did not disclose if Nichols knew any of the officers personally. Explaining the charges, Mulroy said kidnapping is any unlawful confinement. This is interesting that they would did not disclose if Nichols knew any of the officers personally. So why would a news report put that in there? Unless there's something else going on in the background we don't know about. If it was an illegal detention to begin with, it became illegal at a certain point, Mulroy said. If kidnapping resulted in injury, it's reasons for aggravated kidnapping. So they're trying to say all this because that's scary, man. I mean, this is a slippery slope of language here. The reason why is because now is anytime somebody's detained, kidnapping, I mean, you're detained. If the police show up at the scene, they're going to detain you for your own safety. I know it sounds weird, but it's because people start acting froggy. And they've got a target. That gold badge is, think of that as just a target on their chest. So, of course, I mean, you detain everybody, and that doesn't mean you're under arrest. It just means you're being detained, and we're breaking up the situation, trying to figure out what's going on. Remember, police officers have seconds to understand a situation that may have taken years to get to. In an interview with CNN prior to the press conference, Mulroy said the charges are more serious than your typical officer-involved fatality case. After everyone sees the video, I don't think there will be any question about those charges, Mulroy said. When the video is released, Mulroy expects the footage to have limited redactions. What edits are made will be done with an exclusive intent to protect the identity of any innocent third parties. Mulroy said people will be able to see the entire incident from beginning to end, including both the first and second encounter between the officers and Nichols. He expects the length of the city's video release to be somewhere in the neighborhood of an hour. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Director David Roush joined Mulroy for the press conference. I've been policing for more than 30 years, Roush said. I've devoted my life to this profession, and I'm grieved. Frankly, I'm shocked. I'm sickened at what I saw. Roush, in describing the video, said, in a word, it's absolutely appalling. The depth and breadth of the charges announced today speaks to the deliberate and thorough investigation on this case has received, Roush said, and our work is not finished. Attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Nichols' family, released a statement in response to the charges being announced today. The news today from Memphis officials that these 5 officers are being held criminally accountable for their deadly and brutal actions gives us hope as we continue to push for justice for Tyre. This young man lost his life in a particularly disgusting manner that points to the desperate need for change and reform to ensure this violence stops occurring during low-threat procedures, like in this case, a traffic stop. Nichols' funeral will be held at the Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church on February 1st. Reverend Jason Lawrence Turner, the BLVD's pastor, said the indictments are also an indictment against the systemic injustice and abuse of power still rampant throughout the United States criminal justice system. Dude, it's not, man. It's an isolated incident, or this would... there'd be blood in the streets all over America if this was rampant throughout the U.S. Tragically, Tyre is now its face and has thousands of faces in thousands of communities across this country. The color of the officers who've been indicted is beside the point. Why are you even bringing it up? Why is it even a matter? Turner said they must be held accountable, as must any person in any system that would abuse marginalized people. We must demand policy changes nationwide that finally pulls systemic injustice out by the roots. We will start today in Memphis. You guys, that's to say that there's systemic injustice like this. That's trying to say it's the pulling it out by the roots is pulling out the foundation of the Constitution. This is a very politically charged statement that you need to be very woefully careful about. Defense attorney Blake Ballin is representing Mills, and defense attorney Bill Massey is representing Martin. Mike Stengel is representing Demetrius Haley. The 5 officers were fired last Friday, following a Memphis Police Department internal investigation. Bean and Haley were hired by Memphis in August 2020. Martin Smith were 2018-2016. The 5 officers fired were all members of the MPD's Scorpion unit and believed to be working as part of a unit that they stopped Nichols for alleged reckless driving earlier this month. Well, then that says they did know him if they pulled him over before. I don't know what the Scorpion unit is. I've got to find that one out. Police Chief C.J. Davis said Wednesday night that she has ordered an investigation into all specialized units and that more officers are being investigated. Haley was previously accused of brutality in 2016 when he was a corrections officer for Shelby County. So the Memphis Police Department hired him anyway. Kevin Ritz, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee, said that the federal civil rights investigation into Nichols' death is ongoing and may take some time. These things often do, but we will be diligent and we will make decisions based on facts and the law. The U.S. Attorney's Office is coordinating with the FBI, Memphis Field Office, and the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. Nichols was stopped by the Memphis police near the intersection of Rains and Ross Roads in northeast Memphis. He died 3 days later from injuries sustained in the incident. So, there you go. Now, when we did the Eliza Fletcher case, we found out that this guy, the new district attorney, he just won election, and he was backed by the Soros Fund, and that was an issue for some commenters in the chat. They were afraid that Eliza wouldn't get the justice she deserves. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just reminding you all who this guy is, what's happening in Memphis. I think that the fact that they're doing it, they're going to release this video that they've already said is shocking, is unconscionable, is um, uh, it has resulted in the arrest of police officers. The fact that they're going to do it after 6 p.m. Friday. I was looking for where it said that again. Make sure I had the exact time right. I mean, why would you wait till then? Why not wait till 8 a.m. Monday when you walk into the court? Offices open at 8. Yes, here he goes. Mulroy said the city of Memphis would release the video of the incident between Nichols and police officers after 6 p.m. on Friday. I mean, that's just... I've heard reports from people that live in Memphis that they're terrified that the city is going to be it's just going to be like another Ferguson or another Minneapolis. It's another. It's just that they're scared. They're just really scared. I hope and pray that cool heads come together. I pray for the families of Tyre Nichols and the families of these officers. This is not. We don't play sports games with this, guys. There's not our side, their side type of thing. This is human life sides. And it bothers me because I'm afraid that there is some politics involved in this. But that said, you guys be safe, stay safe, watch out for each other, keep your head on a swivel, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. We'll be keeping up with this and other cases. Right now, it just seems really weird. The devil's strong, y'all. You gotta watch out, okay? So be safe out there, guys. Godspeed, everybody. I'll see you soon.